Gonna smoke cigars, which is what I love to do. Let me zoom in on that motherfucker! We just got up to Epstein's Island. This is what Florida's about. All right, guys, we are here at the Lifetime Fitness. We got your boy Dylan in here on the second time on the guest pass within 60 days. My new apartment's gonna be right over here next to this big column. Next summer, we're gonna have a party on our rooftop. We're gonna work out, we're gonna go send out some estimates, make some client communications, and Dylan's trying to talk about on this bench talk about money for the bench.
Let's show the camera your shirt. Lift your shirt up, buddy.
No.
Let's see all the Chick-fil-A you've been eating.
No,
No, he doesn't want to show it. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? If you want to work from home, be a landscaper like this, or work from the gym, you gotta click the link in my bio. Check out my free resource on this YouTube channel, and then I have one-on-one coaching available. Link in bio. You too can go to the gym in the winter months, hang out, do sales appointments from the gym. Get some big tips. All right, guys, we just got done the gym. We're gonna check on the Wayne project, which is literally up the street. We can almost jog there if we wanted some cardio. And then we're gonna go sit down and do some office work for a couple hours. I got a dinner meeting at 6:30 today. Was gonna go to the downtown job site, that 16,000 or whatever, but I'm gonna probably just pick up the check tomorrow. Cause we need just about 6 feet. We need about 8 feet. We need about 8 feet of cobblestone. I need about eight feet of it for this other job site up the street. All right, guys, we're gonna do this job. It'll be $5,000 tomorrow. We got some measurements. We're gonna call my designer Charles back.
Hey Chase, how's it going?
Hey Charlie, good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Just plugging away, you know.
We'll keep the same list. The only thing we actually have to take out is the tree that you had to the right of the walkway. We had to take it out because he just told me this literally at like 11:30 this morning. He's like, hey, I'm going to extend the deck a little bit more. We're going to have to change the whole walkway, and so there's not going to be space. Like, I'm telling you this. He didn't tell me this, but I just know there's not going to be any space for that tree. If you just want to remove the tree out of that highlighted plant takeoff sheet, right, and update the design to that, that's all we really need. You can forget about phase 2, whatever. All right, guys, we're here at my second office. We're gonna go get some calls in and do some estimate sending out. This is one of my clients' properties. Still, just give them a quick view. We do everything here besides the lawn mowing, and we're hoping to get the commercial snow work this season, but we're gonna be doing a project here next week, clearing the embankments and stuff like that, the hillsides. Well, I don't know. Why are you giving me that look?
Dude.
No.
I'm giving you a look.
You're giving
Bro,
me the
you're
look.
going like this.
You're giving me the
Like
look.
a little boy, like,
You're giving me the look.
dude, you always start the looks. It's like you say, why you look like you start the looking at me like you're a crazy person.
I'm so sorry.
That makes the look happen. That makes the look happen.
Sometimes I do that.
Yo, I'm just sitting here with Chase. We're at Mainline Armory.
Ethan, I was thinking about you this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you thinking about it?
I wanted to text you something inappropriate, but I withheld myself because I'm a grown-up, and...
Let's say it snows 2 times in one day and I go there in the morning and I clear it. Do I charge them 2 times for one day, or do I do it per time I go? Do I do it per month? And how many times it would snow, or is it kind of...
Yes, sir. It just depends on how your contract's written, Michael. I have different contracts set up where I have, like, whether it snows 8 times in a month or 0, I still get paid, right? Those are called seasonal contracts. I have other contracts, like maybe what you should do is per push contracts, where you get paid every time you go out and plow snows. And then there's 2 types of per push contracts. Usually it's called like zero allowance or whatever, where basically you're on the property plowing and salting every 2 inches and you get paid like that. So you could set up your contracts like that, or you could, if it's like a church or like a less usage building, like a warehouse, you could set it up where you're out there, you know, from 0.99 to 3.99, it's X price, right? All right, guys, we're off. I'm hanging out with my mom today for the first half of the day.
Hey.
We're gonna go get some coffee. I just had an hour-long client call for one of my large projects we're doing in Wayne. Hour-long phone call. End of story. It was good. Got my driveway guy Rick on here on the call, so he explained everything he needed to explain. There was a couple mistakes made in this project, and I want to talk to you guys about these mistakes that I take full accountability for. I made these mistakes, and I'm going to learn from these mistakes. Number one, because they're costly. Number two, because it ruins my reputation. It ruins my client trust of what happened on this project. And so when we're sitting here supercharging this Tesla, I'm going to tell you all about my 10,000, 20, maybe $50,000 mistakes on this one project. All right, guys, we just got our Starbucks order. What did you get, Mom?
Coffee. I got a blonde Starbucks coffee.
I got a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. And we saw this little downtown behind us, so we're going to go walk it. What are we going to look for?
We're going to go look for breakfast bagels.
So my mom's grocery shopping right now for the house because she's not going to be able to go anywhere because I have the rental car. Right, Mom?
Yes, you have the rental car.
Are you going to be okay with that?
I think I'll get by, Chase. It'll be tough, but I'm getting enough supplies to last me a couple days. I'm getting chicken, and now I'm getting some seafood, salad.
I don't know if that's real. Is that okay? Yeah, it's not real.
Well, it's real food.
But it's like the fake crap. Guys, back home, I do meal prep, so I have a weekly service that drops off food at my door on Wednesdays, and I eat 8 of those meals a week, approximately. Sometimes I don't eat all of them, and then really I'm out to eat every single other meal. In the morning, I get my coffee, I get my egg bites. Lunch, I'm usually out, and then dinners, I'm out to eat half the week anyway. 8 pre-cooked meals are dinner for half the week, and then I try and bring them in a lunchbox sometimes for lunch during the day. My fridge right now has nothing in it besides like butter that you've put in my fridge. All right, team. So my mom ran into Dollar Tree to get some items for the house. But basically what I want to go over about this project we're on in Wayne is that a couple things happen, right? We're doing the walls, the steps, the walkways, the lighting, the drainage, and the client during this process, the reason why he's buying these walls and these new steps and walkways to create a lot larger driveway and a flat surface driveway. And I said, hey, I have a buddy that does driveways. I can bring us together and my buddy can do that. We'll do this. This is how we normally do these projects. This project was originally scheduled for mid-spring and we just kept pushing it back because they had to pick out the right boulders for the project, which I was totally fine with. We got so bogged down in the spring, dude. We finally caught up on our spring work the end of October, which is when we started this project, or like the second week of November, something like this. So with that this is the context around this project, and now I'm going to explain to you guys how I lost $10,000 on the project and how client expectations went south. Now I'm going to pull it back in by the end of the project. But basically, before I sent the finalized quote to our client, let's just say his name's John, before I sent the finalized quote to John, we went through all these iterations of different quotes throughout early spring and this summer, sent him some different options. But the one that he signed off on, before I sent it, I sent the measurements to my boulder supplier for this wall specifically. Usually I use a different supplier, but he did not like any of the rocks that this larger supplier had. Sent the proposal, and we had multiple conversations about many different things on his property. The scope of work is what's included on the contract and what the client signs, right? That's what we have to go through no matter what conversation pieces were said. During these large projects, many different conversation pieces are said. But long story short, during one of our conversation pieces, I said, hey, Steve, I'm more than happy to, like, if we have extra stone, backfill the areas around the existing driveway because basically we're expanding his driveway. So I said that verbally during our conversation. He's like, oh, great, that'd be good. He thought that was included in the project. And I did too, until I went back to the proposal 2 days ago and re-looked at the wording, and it has zero mention of the stone. False expectation number one. Now, whose fault is that? Obviously, as the company guy, as the owner, it's my fault. But at the same time, and this is what I explained to my client, it is, and I take full responsibility. Now, does that mean I'm going to pay for that stone? No. Here's the contract, here's what you signed, here's what the deposit's paid on, here's what we're going to do for the money. But listen, everyone makes mistakes. I'm more than I said, hey, listen, John, I apologize if I missed that. That was mistake number one. Now, when we got to install the boulder wall, what had happened, here's my $10,000 mistake. The rocks costed double of what the supply yard quoted me. A minute ago when I said I sent the exact measurements to the supply yard and they gave me a price, I was like, wow, that looks really good. I'm like, yeah, let's use these fucking rocks. Long story short, the quote was not accurate. We needed more than double of what they originally quoted me for. The rocks ended up being double. So on this 46K job, at least scope number one, the rocks were double. It's tough sometimes, guys. We got to develop your skill set. If you guys at home want to start doing these bigger projects, we got to develop a skill set. You know what I mean? And sometimes you could have 5 50K projects go perfect, and then there's just one that doesn't because of some different things, right? All right, team, we are pulling up to the gym here, Lifetime Fitness on Davis Island here in Tampa. We're gonna go get a workout in, gonna go run down around the islands. Maybe I'll run into some of my buddies down here, and then I'm gonna go to Cigar Lounge with my boys. Check this out. Davis Island. Tom Brady lives like 1 mile that way or less. Pretty nice gym here. They have pickleballs all through this compound back here, pickleball courts. So, not that I really play, but in case you guys do. All right, team. We are in the car, headed to the Cigar Lounge. Just got done Lifetime Gym here on Davis Island. It's basically in downtown Tampa. And then so I went inside, got a pump. Then I went for a little jog around Davis Island. I got kicked out of this private neighborhood. I just wanted to go, it's the neighborhood that Tom Brady lives in. And, there was a space in between like the gated gates and all this stuff. And I was like, all right, maybe people just run right through here. Like, I want to check it out. So then I'm running down the road. Keep in mind, I'm probably at least 5, 8, 10 minutes down this road. I mean, at least 2 songs, at least probably 8 minutes. And then all of a sudden, in the rear view of my eye, I see security guard on her golf cart, and she's trying to wave me down. I'm like, oh my gosh, so I take out my AirPods. She's like, well, what's your address? Are you a resident here? What's your address? I was like, what the hell? And of course I said, never say, I said, I don't live here. She's like, well, you have to remove yourself from the property. It's a private neighborhood. And I was like, So I turned back around, and she followed me all the way out of the neighborhood on her golf course, or on her golf cart. I did not see Tom Brady's house, by the way. But, got my 2-3 miles in, went back to the gym, sat by the pool, sent some funny memes to my buddy. And then, now I'm headed to the Cigar Lounge with my Tampa buddies at the Cigar Lounge, because they always go here at the end of the day, too. So, that'll be kind of cool to see. And I still got to finish part 2 on how I lost like $10,000 on this job. Stay tuned, folks. All right, guys, we're headed into the Cigar Lounge. Got my business bag on me. Boom. Hanging out with my buddy Cody and a couple of his buddies that live down here in Tampa. And gonna smoke cigars, which is what I love to do. Maybe drink some club soda. Trying to lay off the Diet Coke. All right, team. We just got back from St. Pete's. Basically what we did here is we went Cigar Lounge, Texas de Brazil for dinner, and then we picked up 1 or 2 other people. I was about to say team members, and we went out to St. Pete's, downtown St. Pete's. We drove out there. It was about 25 minutes. Hung out, had a couple drinks, smoked a bunch of cigars. I had 3 cigars today. I'm done smoking cigars for the rest of the week. Guys, we're out here at St. Pete Beach with my boy Mike. We're headed to the boat. It's about, what time is it? 11:32 a.m. You know what I mean? We stayed up late last night. Got up a little bit late. Long story short, the house that we're staying at, the neighbors, we don't use the house that much. So they just thought no one was living there. And last night, they go and park their whip in our driveway. And my mom is like, what the hell is going on? It was like late at night or whatever. So she goes outside. She's like, she doesn't know which one of the neighbors it is, da-da-da. So she's starting to like look around. There's other neighbors down the street, like outside. It's like 11:30 at night. She starts calling tow companies like, man, we can't help you. Stop calling us. And they're like, go call the police. Call the police. The police like, man, we can't help you either. Like, we're not, unless it's stolen, we're not here to do anything. Boom. She finds a tow company to tow this car, and like they come at like 1:30 in the morning at this point, tow the car. I get home at like 2:30 actually, and then because the people across the street decided to just park their cars there because they thought no one was there. But got up, drove over here to Mike's house in St. Pete. Can you put up your window, Mike? Thanks. Annoying ass car you were driving around. There's all these. Yeah. Arriba. Oh, there's a Betty. Let me zoom in on that motherfucker. Let me zoom in on that motherfucker. Someone come take a look at this. Just look at it. Look at all that golf course. Guys, Mike was one of my first team members ever. We were 15 years old. He was 16. He's older from my grade. And when we were coming down, when we were flying down here, my mom and I were talking about how me and Mike went to the GIE Expo when we were 15 years old.
No, I think I was 18.
No, you weren't.
Because I just signed for the hotel room, or they wouldn't let you.
Oh.
I just signed for
Oh wait, maybe you're right. So we were 18. I'm thinking in my head, like, why would my mom let us go down to Louisville, Kentucky at 15 years old?
it. Yeah.
All right, so that makes sense. We just couldn't get a rental car, and that's why we were scooting around the town.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we're gonna go out on the boat today. Hopefully get a nice tan going. Got our 4 p.m. weekly coaching call later today. Burns Steakhouse later tonight. Hopefully Mike can find me a Starbucks or anything, honestly. I don't even get this, just some coffee. Yeah, my boy Ev, basically, he got this nice job where he was working on the oil rigs down in Texas.
Right.
Then he broke both his feet at his birthday party, jump roping.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, you lying to me. I was on my way over there, just picked up a bottle of Patron for his family and shit. And he's like, bro, don't come. I'm like, why? What's going on? He's like, bro, you won't believe this. Like, I think I just broke both my... I'm like, Ev, shut the fuck. I thought he was pranking me. And then, dude, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Then he ends up in the damn hospital that night.
So he's unemployed now?
He's on leave, and then he just got cleared to go back to work last week. He's been out for months.
Back on the oil rig.
Back on the oil rigs. They fly him out on a helicopter and drop them off.
That's cool.
No worries, Andrew. I get it. Sundays are tough, like normally, so we'll do it next Sunday. We're going to do role play on our weekly calls this...
Role play?
Yeah.
What? Like, what kind of fucking role play?
I'm glad you asked that question. The role play we're going to start with is the type of role play when they're answering the calls.
Oh, okay.
Answering
Like
the
sales
phone.
calls?
So, like, start ringing me.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, this is Chase with CMG Landscaping. How can I help you today?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're... Yeah, so you're just setting up, like, practice phone calls.
Yeah, we're going to role play with each other with, like, answering the phone.
So who answers your phones, though? You still answer the phone?
Corey does.
Who's Corey?
My office manager. She answers the phone.
Gotcha. So you're doing that with her?
She goes like this. Hello, this is Corey with CMG Landscaping. How can I help you today? Hey guys, this is what holidays is in Florida. They got me the red right there. Eggs for the protein. I ate a piece of fried chicken for breakfast and some caffeine to make me smile at people with my growl like this. What's the buddy's name we're gonna meet here?
Jason?
Should I just... Okay. Just go. It's like, I get the fucking fly in here. Can I please do that?
I'd rather not.
Yeah. I thought he would totally be about it, folks. That's f***ed up, Mike. How well do you know Jason?
I'm not that well.
Yo, at the end of the day, he's gonna be texting like, who the f*** is this dude?
He's bringing his girl, too, so
Oh, All right, guys, we just got up to Epstein's Island, so we're gonna pull up. There was this chick at the bar last night that knew like everything about Epstein's files, and she's like trying to give us a GED about it. Guys, look at all the people here. I gotta figure out how to zoom in on this camera. This is what Florida's about. All right, guys, we're out here on the boat, hanging out. There's a little bit of people watching out here, I'm not gonna lie. Wait till I turn this damn camera around. But before I do that, I want to just show you guys how clear the water is up here so you can check it out for yourself. Look how clear that is for all my northeastern folks. Getting a tan out here, watching the boat right behind me. They got a little party going on. They said they're going to get a section tonight, so maybe after Burns Steakhouse, I'll go hit them up. Also, I'm getting ready for our weekly coaching call at 4 p.m. with Service Pro Elite members. We're going to go over role play today. So what we're going to be doing is basically role playing with one another about incoming calls to your business, about sales calls, about follow-up calls. What people don't realize in the beginning is that confidence with selling and communicating to your clients comes with reps. It's just like in the gym. If you want bigger muscles, it comes with doing so many reps, and sales is the same exact way. If you want to sell more, you need to be more confident about your product, and how you do that is by doing more reps, practicing what you're going to tell your clients, practicing how you respond to certain questions, and knowing the answers without thinking about it is how you're going to sell the most amount of projects. So that's why role play and figuring out the kinks before you're on site is so important. Talk to you guys later. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the boat. We just put it on this lift and shit. Mike's trying to tell me this is a $50,000 boat. I just don't know where the f he's shopping for this shit. All right, team, it's Monday morning, 8 something or 9 a.m. at this point. 9:23. I've been up since 5:30. It's development down here. They get the garbage at 5:30 in the morning. Extremely loud. I'm gonna go head to the gym. My mom and I already went out and got our coffee. My mom and I went out to Burns Steakhouse last night. It's like a famous steakhouse down here in Tampa. I need a haircut or a hat. We don't have hats at this house, but we're gonna head to Lifetime Gym, get a workout in, possibly go for a run around Tampa. Then I want to go hang out in Lifetime. I was hoping the sun will come out. All right, team, we found the supercharger. We got about 40 minutes remaining until it's about 100%. So I just took my shirt off because I want to get tan while I'm down here. And I'm going to go for a run, listening to Lil Baby and some other assortments of music, and think about the stock market, my business, and Service Pro Elite. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. A little bit different of a vibe because of I'm traveling this week down here in Tampa. Probably going to pop back down here for a little while in January. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. If you turn on notifications, I'll give you a hug. And don't forget, if you're potentially looking for one-on-one consulting from me, from Service Pro Elite, you guys can click the link in my bio. Obviously, it's a paid program. You have to make an investment into it, but the guys that end up making the investment, it's well worth it. So if you guys have any landscape related questions, comment them down below and I will get them answered. See you guys.